Lauren and I just celebrated our 20th anniversary, and that got me thinking about our first date. What a date that was. But before we get there, it's really an amazing story. Lauren had a work colleague that I knew, and I also knew her husband. And it was a prerequisite for her husband that he go out on a date with his wife and Lauren before I was allowed to go on a date with Lauren, or I should say before she was allowed to go out on a date with me. So they went out, they had a great time, and he basically pre-approved her to go out with me. So we were introduced, we set up a blind date, which is what it was, at a restaurant, and we had the most quintessential New York first date. Amazing meal, a walk through Little Italy, to a hotel bar in Soho, and then we walked all the way up to Washington Square Park, where we sat and talked for a while, had our first kiss, and then I dropped her off at her apartment. But it was a little sneaky what I did. I said to her, before she got out of the cab, because I took a cab with her back up to her apartment, I said, so you're going to call me in the morning, right? And she said, wait, what do you mean? Why am I calling you for our next date or in the morning, whatever that may be? And I said, well, because I called you to set this one up, so it's on you to call me for the next date. And she goes, no, that's not the way this works. That was a blind date. We were set up. I said, no, I think you should call me. And we sort of left it at that. It was really nice, and she went upstairs. So first thing the next morning, guess what? I called her first, so I basically set her up just to say I had a really nice time. Would you go out with me again? That was the last date I ever went on.